psychology. If you're new here, I'm so happy you've joined us. This channel is all about using psychology to help you grow, both personally and professionally. In today's video, we're going to explore a topic that can truly transform your life: the science behind forgiveness and letting go. Forgiveness is something we hear about often in the context of emotional healing, relationships, and personal growth, but what does science actually say about it? Why is letting go of grudges so important, and how can we do it in a way that genuinely benefits us? In today's video, we're going to break down the science behind forgiveness, why it's so important for your mental and physical well-being, and practical steps you can take to forgive and let go of negative emotions. So, let's get started. Forgiveness might sound like something that's more of a moral or emotional decision, but research shows that it's actually deeply connected to psychology and even your physical health. When we talk about forgiveness, we're not just talking about letting someone off the hook for their wrongdoings, we're talking about releasing the emotional weight of anger, resentment, and hurt that we carry. In fact, the act of forgiveness doesn't just benefit the person we forgive, it has profound effects on our own emotional well-being and mental health. Let's dive deeper into why forgiveness is so important and how it can help you lead a healthier, happier life. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful tools for emotional healing, and it's been studied extensively by psychologists. In one study, researchers found that individuals who forgave others experienced a significant reduction in stress, anxiety, and depression. They also reported increased levels of happiness and well-being. Why is this the case? Well, holding on to grudges and resentment creates emotional and psychological tension. When we're angry or hurt, our bodies release stress hormones like cortisol, which can affect everything from our mood to our immune system. By choosing to forgive, we let go of those negative emotions, which can help restore balance to our psychological and physical health. Studies have even shown that people who practice forgiveness have lower blood pressure, improved heart health, and stronger immune systems. This means that forgiveness not only heals your heart and mind, but it can also positively impact your physical health. Now, let's get into the brain science behind forgiveness. When you hold on to anger, your brain's amygdala, the area responsible for processing emotions, particularly fear and anger, becomes activated. This heightened emotional state triggers your fight or flight response, which is a survival mechanism that prepares your body to deal with threats. However, when you practice forgiveness, research shows that the prefrontal cortex, the area of the brain responsible for higher cognitive functions like decision-making, self-control, and empathy, becomes more active. By engaging the prefrontal cortex, forgiveness allows us to override the amygdala's emotional impulses and make more thoughtful, reasoned decisions about how we respond to a situation. This process helps shift our perspective from one of hostility to one of empathy and understanding, making it easier to let go of resentment and move forward in a more peaceful and balanced state of mind. While forgiveness has numerous benefits, it's important to understand what happens when we refuse to forgive and hold on to grudges. Research has shown that when we hold on to unresolved anger, it has long-term consequences on both our mental and physical health. Chronic anger and resentment have been linked to higher levels of stress, which can contribute to a range of health problems, including increased risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and weakened immune function. Over time, these negative emotions can contribute to feelings of anxiety, depression, and even contribute to issues like insomnia. By holding on to grudges, we essentially keep ourselves in a constant state of emotional turmoil, which not only hurts our relationships but also harms our overall well-being. So, how do we let go of these negative emotions? The first key element of forgiveness is acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean agreeing with what the other person did or condoning their behavior, it simply means acknowledging what happened and accepting that it is part of your past. Psychologists like Dr. Fred Luskin, who has researched forgiveness for many years, emphasize the importance of acknowledging your pain, but then deciding not to let it control your present. Instead of replaying the hurt over and over, you allow yourself to accept that the situation happened, but it no longer needs to define you or affect your future. One way to practice acceptance is through mindfulness. By being present in the moment and acknowledging your emotions without judgment, you can release the emotional hold that resentment or anger has on you. Now, let's talk about some practical, science-based strategies you can use to forgive and let go of negative emotions. These steps can help you work through the pain and release the emotional weight of grudges. 1. Acknowledge your feelings. Start by identifying and acknowledging your emotions. It's important to allow yourself to feel the pain, hurt, or anger before you can move toward forgiveness. This is a crucial first step in the process. Journaling about your feelings can help you express what's on your mind and process your emotions in a healthy way. 2. Reframe the situation. Next, try to reframe the situation from a new perspective. Ask yourself, What could the other person have been going through that influenced their behavior? This doesn't excuse their actions, but it can help you approach the situation with empathy rather than anger. Research shows that rethinking a negative experience in a more compassionate light can help reduce feelings of resentment. 3. Practice empathy and compassion. Forgiveness is easier when we approach the situation with empathy and compassion. Instead of focusing on the wrongdoing, try to empathize with the person who hurt you. This may be difficult, but seeing things from their point of view can make it easier to let go of the need for revenge or retribution. 4. Commit to letting go. Forgiveness requires a conscious decision to release the negative emotions and move forward. Once you've processed your feelings and gained a new perspective, make a commitment to let go. Remember, forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, not the other person. You are choosing peace and healing over lingering pain. 5. Engage in a forgiveness ritual. Some people find it helpful to create a ritual around forgiveness. This could be writing a letter to the person, even if you don't send it, practicing deep breathing or meditation, or simply saying out loud, "I forgive you and I release this pain." A ritual can help solidify your decision to forgive and make it more tangible. In conclusion, forgiveness is not just about the other person, it's about freeing yourself from the emotional burden of resentment and anger. By practicing forgiveness, you take back control of your emotions, reduce stress, and improve your mental and physical well-being. The science shows that forgiveness is a powerful tool for healing, and by incorporating it into your life, you can create healthier, more peaceful relationships with others, and most importantly, with yourself. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with others who may benefit from learning about the science of forgiveness. Let's spread healing and peace together. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Remember, letting go is not only about forgiving others, it's about freeing yourself.